I have watched it.
All right.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. So I will talk a little bit about the game and the category as soon as we get started with the run here. So I guess I'll count us down. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Geometry Dash. It is a 2013 side-scrolling rhythm platformer game developed by RobTop Games. It initially released on mobile devices, but then it got ported to Steam in 2015. So in this game, you control an icon that automatically slides to the right side of the screen, and it is our job to keep it alive and get to the end of the level. So we have to jump over spikes and dodge obstacles and everything. This is the first game mode we're introduced. This is the ship. The way it works is if you hold, you go up, and if you release, you go down. Something you might see a lot of players do is something called straight fly, where they rhythmically click the button so that they keep their ship flying as straight as possible. You don't really have to do it in this game, but I like doing it because it just gives you better control of the ship. So you'll see me doing it a lot. Oh, goodness gracious. Dying to the triple spike and stereo madness. That's not a good start. But as you can see, if you die in the run, you basically lose time. If you die at any point in the level, you're sent back to the very beginning. So in a really good speed run, you kind of want to avoid dying altogether. So it's a very challenging run. But that's kind of why I really enjoy it so much, just because the challenge. It's a very, it's like 30 minutes long, so it can get really stressful at the end.
It's definitely a known challenging game.
Oh yes, for sure.
Are there no checkpoints?
All right, so coming up, that item right there is called a secret coin. Basically, there are 3 of them hidden in each level, and they usually require some additional challenge or going on some optional path to find them. We need to collect 30 of them throughout the entire run. We need 10 to play the level Club Step, 20 to play the level Theory of Everything 2, and 30 to play the level Deadlocked. That's the first level complete. So we're on the next level now, back on track. This level introduces jump pads. So the way they work is that if your icon touches them, it automatically gets boosted up into the air. But other than that, this level doesn't really introduce anything new, so I kind of want to take the time to explain what Jump Dash speedrunning is all about. Because you might be watching this, and you might be thinking, well, it's Geometry Dash, how do you speedrun it? It's an auto-scroller game. Well, there are ways to save time. Number 1, first and foremost, is not dying in the run.
I don't believe you.
We kind of experienced a death earlier, which is really unfortunate, but yeah, when you're speedrunning this game, you really want to aim to get a perfect run without any mistakes. Another way you can save time is through menuing between levels. So the faster you menu, the more time you save. And then the last way you save time is by doing something called speed portal skips. So in level 15, we're going to be introduced to something called a speed portal. And they basically increase or decrease your icon speed. So by skipping the speed portals that slow you down, you can play the level in a speed that's faster than intended. So speed portals are, we won't see any skips specifically up until level 16, unfortunately. But they are pretty challenging to do, and they're really fun and interesting in my opinion. So that's kind of like why I enjoy speedrunning Geometry Dash so much, because it's just very challenging, and there's a lot of neat unintended things that you can do in it. This level Polargeist introduces jump orbs. And basically, if you're in the air and you click on a jump orb, you'll basically get an extra jump. This game also has a mechanic called buffering. So if you are in the air and you're holding the button and you're falling on top of the jump orb, you will just immediately activate the jump orb on the first possible frame. So it's a super helpful technique. I really like it a lot. But yeah, we're just gonna finish up this level here. If you have, I think now would be a good time for a donation read.
Absolutely. We have Chronophased, there we go, sent in $50 and said, this donation is for my son who is watching his first Fatale speedrun. Geometry Dash is his favorite game when he steals my phone. Good luck to the runner.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right?
So relatable. Would you consider this game a rhythm game?
That is a very...
Does this technically count as a rhythm game? Because all the jumps do go to the music.
It's a controversial opinion. It's a very heated question. You'll have people who play this game say that it does, doesn't. Have gamers from other rhythm game communities. It's a very interesting discussion. Personally, I wouldn't really call it a rhythm game. I like to call it a rhythm platformer. I don't know if that would be its own genre though. By the way, this level introduces the gravity portal, so now we're completely upside down. And I remember when I used to play this game back then, I would get to this section of the level, pause my phone, and then turn it upside down and then unpause. I feel like a lot of people who started out playing Jump Dash can relate to that. Right, and then we're just going to start flying in this section here.
Oh, I'm seeing that it's a gateway to rhythm games. All right, I accept that. I accept that.
We also have a quick update on that Play Floor 1 of the Tower incentive. We are over halfway to that $750 we need already. So keep getting those donations in for that incentive. This run is not super long, so we don't have a lot of time to get it, but I know you can do it, chat. Keep getting those donations in.
That was super fast. I did not expect the incentive to reach halfway this soon. Anyway, this is level 5, base after base. It doesn't introduce anything new. I kind of like to think of it as a test of skill, kind of tests your knowledge and everything you've learned in the previous 4 levels. But while I'm here, I might as well talk about level order. So typically in Jump Dash speedruns, you'll see players start with the level Dash, and you don't have to play the levels in order. You just have to collect, the secret coins before you're allowed to play the demon levels. But the reason I'm playing them in order is because I kind of want to introduce the mechanics of the game one at a time. This game also has had multiple updates over the course of many years, so I kind of want to show how the game's gameplay and art style evolved over time. And I also kind of want to follow the natural difficulty curve of the game. So the further we go, the harder the levels are going to get. So I think playing the levels in order really ups the stakes.
They do get harder, but you're a gamer, so they actually look very easy.
All right. And then here we go, Can't Let Go. So when the game initially released in 2013 with update 1.0, there were only 7 levels in the game. And I have to say, out of those 7 levels, this one is probably my favorite. I just really like the song. The music in this game is really great. If you have time for another donation read, that'd be great.
Oh, absolutely. And I was just vibing to this music for a little bit too. It is so good. What Joe said sent in $10 and says, as someone from the Geometry Dash community, it's so cool to finally see this game on GDQ. Good luck, Walgrey.
Thank you.
We also have another quick one. Deppy sent in $100 to the National Women's Law Center and says, so proud of you, Walgrey.
Thank you, Deppy. Great, we're approaching the end here. Right.
Walgrey, I think you had mentioned back in June that the run at the Lady Arcaders event was actually the first time it's been in a marathon?
That was the first in-person marathon.
Right.
I believe.
Okay, I see.
It was very fun. I had a great time.
Toronto's a nice city.
It is. Alright, so we're playing the final level of Update 1.0. And if the music sounds familiar to you, you might recognize it from the game Castle Crashers. So this song is composed by Waterflame, and he's actually really well known in the Geometry community. Because this game has like a big custom level creation scene that's pretty much the main selling point of the game, I want to say. Lots of artists are represented here, like Waterflame, F777, MDK, Boom Kitty, just to list off a few. Last year, RobTop made a deal with no copyright sounds, so now the NCS library is available to use in your own levels, which is really cool because that's like over 1,200 songs. So, and honestly, I think this game is really worth picking up because the user-created levels are really cool. But if you do start playing this game, I highly recommend playing through the main levels first because they just teach you the very core mechanics, pretty much everything you need to know. But we're in Update 1.1 now, which doesn't introduce a whole lot, but we are going to see a new portal here. In just a second. Alright.
Oh.
This is the mirror portal. So basically, instead of going from left to right, we're going right to left. And lots of people actually really hate the mirror portal. People just don't like going the opposite direction. People don't like the screen flip. Personally, I don't really see a big problem with the mirror portal.
What kind of platformer goes left, honestly? Like, I see the frustration. Who
Maybe
goes left in a video game?
I'll agree with that.
It does feel a little bit like a crime.
I would say it's pretty criminal. Yeah, you should. Whoever did this should be arrested. Honestly,
God.
straight to jail. You go left, straight to jail.
Also, as a quick update, $300 left on that incentive. Let's keep going. We're making incredible progress, chat.
All right, that is Time Machine. And here we are, level 9, Cycles. Quite like this level. It has a really nice song, and it introduces a new game mode that we're going to see in a bit. We just have to clear all these triple spikes and avoid all these obstacles here. Right. Go. This is the ball. So basically, we tap to switch gravity. So it's kind of a lot like VVV, if you're familiar with that game. I quite really like the game mode. I think ball sections and levels are really cool. And then we're flipping gravity and sync to music.
Do you become a ball because the block can't crawl?
Yeah, you know, I think that's why.
Why can't the block crawl?
Press section here. And there we go.
Ending on the left? Illegal!
Alright, we're in update 1.3 now. This is X-Step, and if you look closely, you might see that we have some new blocks here. And we have these little clouds, we have these pulsing diamonds here. So the game is starting to add a little more decoration.
There's a little more razzle-dazzle for sure, including flashing lights coming up soon.
Yeah, right here. Alright, I think it's over now. This level also introduces these blue jump pads, so unlike yellow ones, these ones switch your gravity. So we're just gonna fly through. Yes, you can see that we have to avoid these orbs. We have to switch gravity so much now. We also get introduced to blue jump orbs. So it's like the combination of a blue jump pad and a jump orb. So if you click them, you switch gravity instead. That. And then just one last section.
Do you have time for a quick donation between levels?
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a controversial donation come in from Katie Kit for $10 that says, I think this being a rhythm game depends on how it's being played.
To the rhythm, of course.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. I guess if you play it with the music off, it's not a rhythm game.
You know, you're out of line, but you're right.
Also, is the tower a rhythm game?
No way. Alright, so...
We should find out. We should tune in to find out, for sure. We have to meet that incentive to find out.
Yeah.
True, that's right. This level introduces the mini portal, by the way. So our icon basically gets shrunken down, and we have smaller jumps, smaller hitboxes. So we're going to be like changing size throughout the level. We have our last section here. I really love this part. And then we have a little staircase at the end that goes with the music.
There you go, rhythm
Oh, that was
game.
really cute.
All right, this is update 1.5, and we now have pink jump orbs and pink jump pads. So they work like yellow ones, they give you a boost in the air, but it's a lot smaller. And we're also going to be introduced to a new game mode really soon.
I also see that there's pick a path.
Oh yeah, but you have to pick the right one. So that's a UFO. Basically, if you click, you basically can do a jump in midair. And people like to humorously call it the Flappy Bird game mode. But fun fact, the UFO game mode actually was released before Flappy Bird. So I just think that's a really interesting fact. We're going up into the sky, and we have another UFO section here.
Do you have time for another quick donation during this section?
Go ahead.
All right. Valerie donated $5 and said, Hi, Walgrey. Cheering you on with CFG. Can't wait to see your run on Deadlocked. Less than 3.
Thank you, Valerie. All right, we're in update 1.6. This level introduces these breakable blocks that you can just go right through and you can stand on top of. And then we pretty much never see them up until level 18. It's really funny how there's just this kind of mechanic introduced, but we don't really see much of it. But as you can see, this game is starting to add more and more blocks. We have these little metallic-looking saw blades and spikes, and I think the game is starting to look a little bit more alive now. I'm also a big fan of this level. I really love the song here. Update 1.6 actually introduces 2 levels instead of 1 this time. And we're going to be seeing it in a bit. Just have to get through here. Alright, there we go. Right.
Very quickly, I've got some very cool news. We just surpassed $32,000 raised for the National Women's Law Center during Frostbite House 2025. Thank you so much, everyone, for those donations, and keep getting them in so we can see the tower. And I'll ask Walgrey a little bit more about the tower after the explanation of this level.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. So yeah, we're playing the first demon level now. So demons are designed to be the hardest difficulty. So basically, there's a lot of fake paths, lots of fake orbs that we are not allowed to hit. And there were even invisible spikes and invisible blocks early on. So demons require a lot of practice and skill to complete. So I'm just gonna focus here. Great, there we go.
Wow.
First step down.
Well done.
How many tears do you need to shed before you can beat that level?
A lot. We're in update 1.7 now, and we have speed portals, so we're going faster now. This level also, or update 1.7, introduces the color channel, I believe. So basically, if you were making a level, you could give a color to any object, and then you could change the color in the level. So you can see how this level is looking very bright and colorful. All right, we're just gonna get through here. And now we're going even faster now.
We're going so fast, I'm starting to lose frames.
Don't forget to blink. Don't forget to blink. Don't let your eyes dry out.
Hey, there we go.
What?
Nice.
Good job. Beautiful.
Also, we're just over $200 away from seeing floor 1 of the tower. And when you get a chance, Walgrey, could you tell us a little bit more about what the tower is? I know this is a tough level, though, so I keep asking you the worst stuff.
No, it's no problem. Basically, the tower is a set of 4 levels, and instead of being a side-scrolling kind of rhythm game, it becomes an actual platformer. So we're gonna have to climb up the tower. We're allowed to freely move left and right whenever we want. In this level, we're introduced to the dual portal. So now we're controlling 2 icons instead of 1. And actually, we have our first skip coming up. So let's see if I can get it. All right, just got it. Basically, there's a speed portal in that UFO portal that will slow you down. But if you time your orbs just right, you can actually jump over it. And that saves a second. And it's pretty funny because now the music is desynced as a result of doing that skip. There's also another skip in this level where you can end up going out of bounds. And it saves, if you do both skips, it saves 5 seconds. Unfortunately, it's really, really tight, so I won't be going for it. But If you want to see it, I definitely recommend checking out the Geometry Dash speedrunning leaderboard and watching some of those runs there. Great. Now in update 1.9. This is a fan favorite update, I want to say. Lots of people are really fond of it. This is the update I started playing in, as a matter of fact, because it introduces a lot of great things. We have the wave game mode, which I'm playing as right now. Basically, it's like the ship. You click to go up and you release to go down, except you turn instantly. The number of color channels was increased from 1 to 4, so creators were able to create some very interesting visual effects in their levels. And this is also the update that introduced the Newgrounds audio library. So prior to update 1.9, you could only make levels that used the songs that came with the game. But with this update, you could pretty much use any song from Newgrounds, which gave creators more freedom with what they could create. So I think it's a great update. Lots of people actually still like making levels that use 1.9 editor restrictions. So they only use things from that update. And I think they're really cool.
Speaking of things that are really cool, we only have $25 left to go on that The Tower incentive. Will it be you donating that final $25 we need to see those extra levels?
Yay!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You win.
Yay!
Sorry,
Do you ever have like little chants like that you do for certain parts of levels?
I like doing them occasionally, yeah. We're on the second demon level right now, by the way, Theory of Everything 2. There's actually a skip coming up right now. Alright, got it. So basically, there is a speed portal that slows you down at that UFO portal. And if you just hold up into it, you're able to slide underneath. The real challenge is staying alive and doing the UFO section at a faster speed. But I think it's pretty much the easiest skip in the category. It's compared to everything else, it's not really that big of a challenge. And yeah, that skip saves about a second. So you'll see runners going for it a lot. Right. Oh.
Whoops.
Not great.
Oh, it happens.
That is a pretty hard shift to get through.
If you want donations at any point or just focus time, let us know.
Yeah, of course. One thing I'd like to mention. Yeah, this game. This run is very. I don't want to say like you have to have really good control of your nerves, because it's really easy to just let the pressure get to you and like make a mistake. But yeah, if you have time for a donation, that'd be great.
I'll give you a donation and a very important update. We have met the incentive to play floor 1 of the tower. We'll be seeing more Geometry Dash at the end of this. That's a little different than the rest of Geometry Dash, so thank you so much, everyone, for getting those donations in, including one from Al the Canadian for $10 that said, "This is so gorgeous, so smooth, and so fast. Let's see this tower. Less than 3.
Thank you. All right. Here we go. Last section. There we go.
Oh, good job. I was holding my
Nicely
breath.
done.
I was like, ah.
All right, level 19, Geometrical Dominator. So we're in update 2.0, which introduces a lot of things. We have the robot game mode. So it's like the cube. You click to jump, but you can also you can hold to go higher, kind of like Mario. And you also notice that we have moving obstacles now. But yeah, update 2.0 was kind of controversial back then. And I guess not many people remember it as fondly as update 1.9. Because back then, creators didn't really know how to use moving objects well. So you'd have, obstacles popping out from the screen out of the blue and then unfairly killing the player like that.
Yeah, that sounds like Mario. I see that, yep. I made this level, by the way. Smile.
Speaking of things that, more things that people don't like, we have the memory part. People do not like this part. You can't have a normal discussion of this level without someone bringing it up. Personally, I think this part is fine. I'm not really bothered by it, but lots of people dislike it. We have another skip coming up. Let's see if I can get it. Alright, just got it. Basically, if you keep your wave really close to the slope and you go up, you can actually avoid the speed portal inside the UFO portal, and that saves about a second. So, really cool that I got it. I don't usually get it. And here we are, the final demon, deadlocked. We have green jump orbs, we have teleport pads, or teleport portals. Oh, not good.
I'm ready to hurt again.
Out of the 22 levels, this is definitely the hardest one, at least in my opinion. And the interesting thing is, because people could do levels in any order they want, I don't know if this is the case now, but back then, this level would end up being the last level of the run. So you'd have people get here at the final level of the run and then just die because of the nerves and because this is also like the hardest level. Really sad way to see a run end. But I think that's kind of like what makes Geometry Dash speedrunning, you know?
I'm not even playing and I don't think my heart can take this.
Alright. Let's see if we can try again. If you have time for another donation.
I absolutely do, and there's so much love coming in from the Geometry Dash community. We've got $10 from Joe's May that says, shout out to the Geometry Dash soundtrack. I spent a lot of time playing this game but still can't beat a bunch of later levels, so seeing them beat so quickly is amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
Whirly Gig also sent in $25 and said, Geometry Dash is a rhythm game and you can't convince me otherwise. Proud of you.
Thank you, Whirly Gig. Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm a firing my laser.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Fire hot.
You got this. We also had $5 donation come in from Lily or Swiffer Wetjet, who I think I also saw in chat, that said, very happy and grateful to see a niche part of the Geometry Dash community up on here as someone that's contributed to the speedrun and its optimizations. Less than 3. Good luck on the run.
Thank you. There we go.
Good job.
Nice. And we have a $10 donation from New Varia that says, very proud of you for making it to GDQ, Walgrey. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you, Neve. All right, we're in update 2.1 now. This level introduces a lot of things to us. We have this red jump pad that sends us even higher. We also have dash orbs, so the way they work is you click and then you can dash in a straight line. The pink ones also flip your gravity. We have black orbs, which instantly send you down when you click them. And we also have a new game mode. This is the spider. So when we click, we instantly teleport to the nearest ceiling or floor. So it's like the ball, but like faster. We also have rotating objects now. So we have these spinning fire bars of doom. We have these fire snakes. So we collect all 10 coins here, we get an extra coin.
That's value.
There's also a skip here. You used to be able to get it consistently, but now it's dependent on your frame alignment. Unfortunately, I did not get it. It's kind of weird that there is a skip that's pretty much based on luck now. But here we go. We have the final level of 1-2-22. We're in update 2.2 now. Fun fact, this update took 7 years to release because RobTop just kept adding more and more stuff to it. But you can see just how much content this update introduces. We have a new game mode, the swing. So we click to change gravity in midair, and we can change gravity as many times as we want. We have camera controls, so we're just traveling all over the screen here. We also have shaders. We can now walk up walls. This update pretty much gave everything. We also have these spider orbs now that instantly teleport you to the ground. We have a little quiet section here. 3, 2, 1.
Geometry dash.
All right. And here we
I'm
just,
jamming out.
we're just flying around. If you have time for another donation,
Absolutely. We also have a couple new incentives that I want to let you know about. We already had the World 19 showcase open for Super Mario Maker coming up next, that we are at $260 out of the $3,500 we need. But now we have a new incentive. Vivid Stasis is coming up next. And we have an incentive open, $1,000. If we meet that, we can see Apocalypse Call as the encore. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later, but it's a really cool track, really cool rhythm game. Definitely get those donations in for that.
all right. Now we're playing the tower.
Hey, this is different.
Yeah,
This
so
isn't what I
basically,
signed up for.
the tower is a series of 4 platformer levels, so we're not automatically scrolling anymore. We have full control over movement. And these levels are quite short, so we're only going to be here for a few more minutes. We're just going to step on this button and then a cutscene will play. We have this little robot head that pops out of the wall and scans us.
It's really weird seeing that cube be still.
Right?
The tower is very interesting because it is, I want to say it's our most optimized category we have. Lots of people love speedrunning this category. It's very optimized. Just gonna laugh at us, fall through the ground. The sewers. That wooden platform that juts out of the wall, you can actually reach that cycle, but it's very difficult. It used to be easier when Update 2.2 first released, because you'd have more coyote time, but in subsequent minor updates, coyote time was nerfed. So I think like getting to that platform is pretty much almost frame perfect now, if I'm not mistaken. But now we're just climbing this elevator section. We can't really do anything to speed it up, and I just kind of think it's funny that we're playing the mode, which isn't really an auto-scroller, but now we're in another auto-scroller. No. Once the spikes pop early, you can just jump over that and go through that wall.
Are you buying upgrades between these levels?
Oh no, basically, to get the secret coins, you basically have to collect all of the yellow coins, all of the blue coins, and then you have to also beat a level in a certain time frame. So basically, and then you can hit the boxes to get the secret coins. We're in the cellar right now, and we're playing with the robot instead of the cube. Ooh, all right. Getting that cycle is pretty difficult
Dare to fight.
because you have that spiked platform that just. It's really easy to hit that spiked platform when you're climbing up. But now, oh no, we're stuck up here.
Another time.
Never mind. We're just gonna blow up that poor skeleton.
No, not Skelly
How
Man.
dare you?
I have to. I have no other option.
It's the worst game in the world.
Geometry Dash is so violent.
Geometry dashed my heart.
Alright, I missed the cycle, so I had to wait there. It's kind of scary because that platform is slowly sinking. Right. We have the final level coming up.
I'm still
So-
so sad about that skeleton.
Well, it'll be fine. So, this is the final level, the Secret Hollow. It's the longest and hardest level of the tower, especially in speedrunning. We'll find out why in a bit.
Intrusion detected.
Oh no, we're stuck in a cage. What are we gonna do? It's game over. Never mind.
Gonna have to get rescued. Oh man.
It's a pretty weak cage.
Ah, welcome.
But that door is locked, so we need to climb up here in order to unlock it.
I have some quick encouraging words for you from Mallorin, who donated $5 and said, "Hi Walgrey, good job so far. Keep winning."
Thank you, Mallorin. Really appreciate it. So this door will only unlock if you turn into the ball. And then we have this little room. People like to call it the Pac-Man room. You have to
Checks
get
out.
more of these keys. Right, here we go. Oh, the end of the level. Wait a minute. Oh no! It's a little guy who's angry at us. So that's the
He's probably-
cursed thorn. Yeah, so there's a boss fight here.
Just a different game.
I know, right?
He's
But-
probably mad about the skeleton too. I don't blame him.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Basically, the green fireballs will reveal a shard, and you have to touch that shard to shoot it back at him. But yeah, this is what I've been saying when I say this level is the hardest in speedrunning, because you have RNG to deal with. This boss is also kind of just challenging on its own. As the fight goes on, he gets more attacks, becomes more aggressive. Roar. Uh-oh. Alright, we're fine. I did miss a shot, though. Ooh. Schmovin'. Oh my god, another slam. Those slams waste a lot of time. Oh. Come on. Done. And a bridge is supposed to spawn when you defeat the boss, but actually, as soon as you defeat it, the hitbox for the bridge will spawn before it spawns, and that is time.
Nice.
Hooray!
All right, so thank you so much. I guess now's the time to. Yeah. Okay. So I live stream every Friday on Twitch. You can find me at Walgrey_Twitch. I'm live every Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. EST. If you want to join the Geometry Dash speedrunning community, you can find us at speedrun.com/GMD. And I just want to give a quick special thanks to Lexicon, Jarmez, Merle, Maximum, Big Muck Muck, Comatose, and the entire Geometry Dash speedrunning community. I want to thank my friends and family, Alyssa, Whirligig, Owen, Lily, JJ, Neve, and I want to thank Spef and Thedragonfeeney, and I want to thank GDQ and Frame Fatales for this entire event. Thank you all so much.
Yes, very good job. That was an amazing, amazing run. I'm so impressed. I also needed to blink. I had to remind myself, blink. Don't forget to blink.